So today we have a Goodwill haul. Actually, 3 Goodwills is what I went to. I had really great luck at the first one and then found a few things at the other 2. And I went to a city that's about 35-40 minutes away from me because I wanted to go to Aldi. And there's not one yet in our town. Soon, coming soon. But I just felt the need to go get my groceries there, and I thought I would hit up some Goodwills, and I'm glad I did. So there's a combination of things that are for me, and then there are things that I'm going to resell online on eBay and Poshmark. So the first thing I got is for me. This is a gravy separator. I make the Thanksgiving gravy every year, and this past year I could not find the gravy separator, so I picked that up because that's something that definitely helps get all the fat off the broth so you can make gravy. And then we have a pair of bib overalls. These are just the long ones, not short ones. And they are by London Jean in a size medium. And I think I can probably get at least 20 for these, maybe 25. So this was sort of crazy, and it works like this for me sometimes. My granddaughter has a Baby Alive doll that I got for her, and she didn't have any accessories for it. And I've been looking online for diapers and bottles and stuff, but wasn't finding anything that I wanted to really get for her. And I walk into this Goodwill, and the first thing I find is this bag, and this doll was inside. They did have them priced separately, $1.99 for the doll and $1.99 for the bag, but I just went ahead and got them both. This has a stethoscope, no, blood pressure, the little hammer for the knees, a thermometer, and I guess this is the thermometer that you roll on the forehead, and a little medicine syringe. And a little bottle, a little hat, pair of tweezers. So I think she'll have fun with that. I also found a pair of these Florsheim men's shoes. They're the cat's paw, and as you can see, they've hardly been worn. They're a man's size 13D, and I'm not sure what that means. It says super size prime on the bottom of it. But yeah, I should be able to get, I'm gonna guess maybe 30 for those. Some of you may know that I subscribe to Simply Earth, which is an essential oil company, and you receive a monthly subscription box with recipes. And I don't want to use my big KitchenAid mixer to like mix up the items. Like I had to make a whipped body butter and needed to whip it after I made it. And I had been wanting a little hand mixer anyway. So this is a Black & Decker. It was $4.99, and then inside it's got 2 sets of beaters and a whisk. So this box was just sitting on the shelf, and I decided to look inside and see what it was. And it's this little gift set. It's got a certificate of authenticity, a set of Polish stoneware signature art napkins, and then a piece of Polish stoneware, this little oval platter. I've always liked this stoneware, thought it was really pretty, and it's sold for me in the past, so I didn't even look it up. I just went ahead and got this for $1.99. I thought it was a good deal. And then as soon as I saw this, I thought, man, this brings back memories. It just jumped out at me. It's exactly the material and colors of something I've owned in my youth. And sure enough, this is Vivaldi jeanswear, made in USA, size medium. And it's just cool. It's just reminds me of my youth, and I thought that was something that I could put up on eBay or Poshmark and let somebody enjoy. Then this is a women's Alex Evenings size 1X evening wear jacket. This is a really nice brand that does okay for me. This jacket I picked up because it was black and would go over so many different types of evening wear options. Like if you had a dress that was short sleeve and you just needed a jacket to be able to wear it in the colder months. And being a 1X, I thought that would be a good size. And then beside it, there was also this one, also by Alex Evenings. This one is a 2X, and it is a beautiful burgundy metallic, very pretty jacket. This one might be harder to sell because of the color, but it would look really pretty over a black dress, because with that metallicness of it, when the light hits it, it sort of gives off a darker vibe that's almost black looking. So I picked those two up. And then I love to sell men's fishing shirts. I've had really good luck selling those. And this is by Columbia. I'm not sure what size this is though. So there's just a dark place where the label was, so I don't know what size this is, and it is not listed on the other tags. I'll just have to do measurements, but this is the Omni shade, and I just love this purple color. It is just so gorgeous. And then it's vented in the back. Really, really nice shirt. And speaking of Simply Earth again, they send you about 5 or 6 recipe cards a month, and so I've accumulated quite a few, and I need a way to store them. And I didn't want like a cheap plastic index card box, and I didn't want anything that said recipes on it like you would get for kitchen recipes. And I thought about putting them in an album in page protectors, but I don't know if that's how I want to do it either. So they had this metal file box for $1.99. And I always like these industrial looking containers. So I think this is what I'm going to use. And then I can put some vinyl on here that has to do with oils or something on the top. So I'm happy to have that. That's going to solve a little bit of a storage problem I have right now. And it's so funny. I suffer from insomnia, and then I get really hot at night, and I'll be almost asleep and wake up just burning up. And I had gotten a pillowcase, I think at Walmart, that's supposed to have a cooler feel to it. and I found another one, brand new in the package, same color as what I bought. I'd only bought one because I wasn't going to buy two until I knew if I liked it or not. And it does help. It doesn't solve my problem, but it does help. So I was happy to find another one. I also picked up this members only leather jacket. It is in a size extra large tall. It is like a bomber style jacket with the ribbed banding at the bottom of the hem and of the sleeves. It is black. It's also got that banding at that pocket there. I love the collar on this, how it has this band. It's like the stand-up collar. The zipper works great on it. I think I'm going to give it probably close to 75 for this. Happy to have found that. So I saw these sitting on the shoe shelf in the very back of the store, and they were facing out like this, and I saw the word head on it, and I ran over and stuck them in my cart. I know nothing about ski boots. I've been skiing once and I hated every minute of it. Just putting on the ski boots and being so constricted, I hated that part. And then getting on the skis and then falling down, and no, not for me. But that's neither here nor there. I was sort of afraid to buy them because I don't know what to look for. If there's something about them that I should look at to make sure that they're still great to use. I checked out all the straps and the buckles. They look really clean inside. Just a few marks on the outside. I looked up the comps because I didn't know, and comps are like 50 to 80, I think, 40 to 80, somewhere in there, and they didn't have a price on them. So I took them up to the checkout and asked, I said, these aren't marked. And she was like, were they back on the shoe shelf? And I was like, yes. And she's like, then they're the price of our shoes. So if you know anything about ski boots, if there's anything that I need to look for, of course I'm gonna do some searching online and try to figure that out. But if you know anything about it, just let me know. I'd be happy to learn. So then I saw these unusual looking plates. The pretty pattern and the division in them is what caught my eye. And when you look on the back, it says made in Portugal, Williams Sonoma. So when I looked that up on eBay, these are actually artichoke plates. The comps vary a lot. A set of 9 sold for $99.99 plus shipping, and I found 7. I don't know if I'm going to try to sell them all 7 at once, or if I'm going to put them on with a quantity of 7 and you purchase how many you want, or if I'm going to sell them in sets of 2 and then sell the odd one off by itself. I don't know yet, but I thought these were a good buy. They won't be too hard to ship. Lots of bubble wrap, double boxed. I've shipped much worse, so I was really happy with this one. And I started out on eBay selling china, pottery, and stoneware. So I'm drawn to things like this. It just didn't jump out at me when I looked at it as to why it was designed that way. But now I know. I mean, you can sort of tell from the center here, it sort of looks like artichoke leaves. So your artichoke would go here in the center. And then I guess if you have a sauce to dip the leaves in, would go here. And then you can put your used leaves over on this one, would be my guess. So that was everything that I picked up going to the 3 Goodwills on Sunday. I had so much better luck and found more better quality items by venturing out of my hometown. And even in the little neighboring town, I like that Goodwill a lot, but I found so much more by going to a bigger city. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.